Good afternoon, everybody. This is Diggs. It's another beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest. Today, we're going to be talking about everything that came out in the patch earlier today. We're going to talk about my experiences with the Earth Select quest, the Trials of Reckoning, and what I think about the new 9 million downloads tokens. Let's go ahead and dig in. So we're going to start with probably the most frustrating thing I think that has come out that is both a hit and a miss for the week, and that is the 9 million awesome token rewards that they are handing out with almost everything. Literally, they are like, here's candy, here, like they're just like throwing pennies at you, and you get excited because we've had the other medals, and then you get like hit with these and they like get in your eye, and then you realize like they're not that good, and then you just kind of look at them and you're like, well, okay, it's, you know, I mean, it's something, right? Like at the end of the day, you're like, okay, it's something. Now let's go ahead and talk about the shop and kind of the 9 million downloads campaign as a whole. The shop was actually pretty good. They did have some 9 million, like 9 paid Visior items, which you could buy out. They had some Blossoms of Paradise. Like, this was definitely a hit, right? Like, they definitely nailed this. They executed this. Like, this was big. People enjoyed this. Now, going to the Mog shop and going to the 35 million download medals, this is where it's kind of a miss. And the fact that it takes 5 medals to exchange for 1 soul star or 2 medals to exchange for 1 skip ticket, really it feels like they messed this up and that it should be flipped. That's how bad this feels. Pretty much the only thing worth the while in here is the Blossoms of Paradise or the Azure Broadstone. The Azure Broadstone, you know, this is really for like the Krakens of the Krakens, where you want to level up an MR unit and you just don't have any of them. Everything else is pretty much garbage, I would say. I would, like, you know, usually previously you would see something like this and, you know, it would be pretty good. It would be like 1 medal for 5 Darkening Awakening Prisms or whatever it is, right? But this is just a terrible exchange rate, and just overall, it's bad in general, I would say. So definitely a miss here in regards to the 9 Millions campaign. Now, let's talk about the Trials of Reckoning, and let's talk about the Earth Select quest. And I think the Earth Select quest is probably the biggest thing to talk about. It's hard. I mean, it's really hard. Like, I struggled with it, and I still have not finished the final mission, just on like a technicality. Like, I missed it on like a technicality where I picked up a crystal on accident when I was like, F my life. But yeah, this was really difficult for me, and I would say that I used every unit except for Lorenzo. The one unit I underestimated, I definitely overvalued Etri, but I have heard Etri's revive has been clutch for a couple people. I definitely think I undervalued Livial. Livial is the only unit that can really heal. Yes, she can die in 1 hit if you aren't prepared, but she can be pretty good, and she's key to some effective strategies on Select Quest 10, which we will do some separate videos on to help you guys out there. But yeah, overall, very difficult content. I loved it. We probably spent about 2 to 3 hours trying to clear it and get all the missions, and I would say, you know, mission 8 and 9 are difficult, and mission 10, you know, I can confirm that there's 2 different ways to beat mission 10 right now, because I was given a Lorenzo strat and I am using a non-Lorenzo Balo strat. So there is multiple ways to do it, but a lot of it really hinges, and I think some of the fights really do hinge on this, is AP break and TP break. And I think I'm seeing a lot of people utilize these types of breaks, which we don't usually see. So definitely pretty cool, and definitely some innovative strategies, but it is definitely some difficult content, which, you know, if you're into the PvE scene, you really enjoy. Now, in terms of Trials of Reckoning and other Farplane related stuff, we did get a once daily Charlotte mission, which you can do if you don't have Charlotte, so make sure you hop in there and do that. The Trials of Reckoning, I'm seeing a lot of people upset about it. I'm seeing a lot of people say it's easy, and I would say my initial impression is that it's really easy. It reminds me of the easy level in terms of when we were doing the Final Fantasy X event, how easy that event was for Trials of Reckoning. This is feeling that level of easy. And, you know, getting a high score is definitely difficult, and I recognize that, you know, part of the fun of Trials of Reckoning and the difficulty is getting a high score, but it does seem pretty easy compared to other Trials of Reckoning. What's not easy, though, is strategy, AI planning, and unit layout, and I think that's where people are experiencing the most frustration. You know, we do have different bonus units than JP had. JP had Christmas units that were bonus units. We have bikini units, and so I think people are, you know, not sure what the right strategies are to use or how to optimize their setup, or they feel like they have to pull a unit in order to be successful. Also, the AI is really weird in the boss battles. I will say, on the hard boss battle, I went the whole fight without aggroing the entire left side of the map on auto, and I was expecting my Ildira just to wipe them out in the beginning. She didn't even care. They didn't even aggro, didn't even bother her. She's just like, okay, they're there. I'm just gonna go for Phoenix. So this was with, you know, inaccurate Espers and VCs set on my team. So, I mean, I feel like I'm going to be able to do pretty good in this. And I feel like any player who has a reasonable setup composition or a recent bonus unit, right, can probably do this. And also, I am running Corwell, and I am running, you know, Bikini Ketone. Bikini Ketone really didn't do much. But Corwell was pretty good, I would say. I enjoyed using him. So definitely some things to get in here. I don't think you have to have the unit to be viable. People were talking about, you know, they feel like they can't be competitive without having the bikini units. And I would say Bikini Lilith is definitely really good. But yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I think a lot of people will be able to clear this. It seems pretty generous in terms of the amount of time that it gives you in order to complete the missions. Gosh, other than that, there is a lot going on this week. NieR just came out, so we just got off stream, and I'm hearing everybody's pinging me right now, and they're like, oh, NieR's out, you know, are you gonna play it? I will play NieR. I'm not in a huge rush right now. I'm definitely excited for it. There'll definitely be NieR content on the channel, but it's not something I'm like dying for. In terms of missions, make sure you check and absorb your NRG. You can see here my afternoon 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. PST NRG did pop up here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And yeah, other than that, enjoy your day. Enjoy, you know, I want to know how you feel about the Trials of Reckoning and Earth Select Quest, because, you know, everybody seems to agree that the Earth Select Quest is pretty hard, and it is hard, but I feel like if you have specific strategies or you utilize specific techniques, it's not as hard. So definitely something to consider. Although, to be fair, on stream earlier today, I was screaming at Earth Select Quest number 7 and throwing my units in frustration at them. And I literally 120'd Etri for Etri to be useless. So if you're out there wanting to level Etri, definitely don't do that. Anyway, everybody, if you do want to support me, make sure you use my affiliate link, dig.gs/coins. Hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Hope you guys are enjoying NieR, and I'll see you guys tonight. I'll probably be streaming tonight for NieR. Definitely check it out. And maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day, everybody.